What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of the 2025 Berkshire 37A. This is going to be a beautiful luxury Class A motorhome sitting on the Freightliner chassis with the 380 XCR engine. So you're going to notice that there is a lot of power, but also an extremely smooth ride. We're going to start on the inside, work our way around the outside. Probably wrap this up in about 15 minutes, so nothing too crazy. It's kind of more of a floor plan picture video here for you today. But drop your comments, hit that like and subscribe button. Down in the description, I'm going to put a link where you can find all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, including a link for the manufacturer and for Funtown's website where you can get access to the pricing of this, talk to somebody, and kind of do your thing. But again, it's the 2025 Berkshire XL 37A, and I think you guys are going to really like it. You know, I am relatively newer to Berkshire, relatively newer to Class A motorhomes in general. You know, I've done a couple, Tiffin videos and stuff like that, but I will tell you, these things are absolutely stunning. Let me go ahead and turn off that radio here. Boom, right there. But man, this is such a good looking floor plan. This is going to be primarily your couples coach, but you do have the ability to still bring the grandkids. Like, you have an extra sleeping space here in this slide, along with a little recliner here. So pretty cool little setup. That is also going to have USB and 2 cup holders, but I like the fact that they still thought about the grandkids. You're also going to see overhead storage. And right now I have the generator running and the AC running, and you'll notice it is pretty darn quiet. That is because they use a whisper quiet system, and they also use the soft touch flooring, which is not only aesthetically pleasing, but it's also going to be a sound deadening material as well. Now right here you are going to see that you have a dinette. Nice thing about that is, obviously, you know, you can sit down and have some dinner, but it also expands out. So if you want to sit down, you know, with 4, play some cards, you can kind of do your thing. You're also going to have a TV that's going to be on a televator that is going to be in a perfect little spot for when you're sitting in the recliner, and the control for it is going to be right here. So you hit TV up, and you'll notice it is just kind of zipping on up. I also like the fact that they do have the accent lighting. You're also going to see a fireplace, and it's going to be a 32-inch fireplace as well, and it puts out about 4,700 BTUs of heat. So in an RV this size, it'll heat up the entirety of this front area just with the electric heat. Another thing that I hear, you know, people talk about all the time are floor registers, and you'll notice that you're not going to see any. That's because they use a system that is called the Oasis, and if you're not familiar with it, like I wasn't really this morning, it is I'm familiar with the system, just not the Oasis itself, but it's basically an aqua hot system to where the water heats up in about 15 minutes. It'll have radiant heat coming out of the floor and really make this area nice and a roasty and a toasty. Real wood fascia here for the slides. I also like the details that are in it, but you're also going to notice it's a really sturdy touch. And you notice you got hands-free with the strut system. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. But I mean, look at that. And then, you know, I'm sure they don't want me doing this, but I am yanking on that pretty darn hard, and it is staying together really well. Plus, you have the soft close finish, so if you are bringing the grandkids, you don't have to worry about them, you know, clanging and banging on you. So we already showed the fireplace. It's got 4 different coloring modes. It has a white, a red, a blue, and an orange. Bada bing, bada boom. The AC is going to be on a track system, so it is quiet, but it is still on that track for even dispersion. You're also going to see that you get a lot of working countertop space, especially when you have the top included, which is going to be the same material as the rest. Again, look at that lighting. So if you take your finger here, you lift it up, stainless steel undermounted bowl. You're also going to have your high-rise faucet hitting those dishes from all angles. You're also going to get a power tower, so if you want to plug in some stuff, you got the 3 outlets and the 2 USBs, so that's going to be perfect if you want to do, like, you know, blender, Keurig, you know, whatever it is that you want to do, I guess. You're also going to have tinted frameless windows. And something that's a little bit different, you know, usually there's real wood here on the cabinets, but not on the inside. This is also going to be a true wood as well. And I think it's a cherry if I'm not mistaken, but again, that kind of stuff can be found down in the description, so I don't mislead you on a wood, because that's the last thing I'm trying to do. Convection microwave-a-rooney, and it's got my favorite mode, the old potato mode. True induction cooktop right here, so you get those little fancy pans, drop it down, and it's a really rapid cooling, safer handling top to that. Dishwasher, so you don't have to worry about doing any dishes. 3 pull-out drawers, with the bottom one being about twice the depth, as you can see there. Little place for your brush. And then, of course, you're going to have some clean-cut storage and some access there for your plumbing if you ever have to do any maintenance. Another thing I really appreciate is the fact that this comes out, a little bit differently. And before we head back to the back, let me show you this Euro loft up here. So this is going to be a bed that drops down here above the front area. Okay, so your Freightliner chassis, you can see that there's going to be all your, your kind of normal everyday kind of, motorhome center console there. But you also have control for your radio, all your different clickable buttons, your Connex charging station, so you can plop your phone down, and then of course your what am I thinking? Geez, oh Pete, your leveling system. You can also move down the shades as well to block out the sun when you are parked up. But this is going to be the area, where the grandkids might plop down just a little bit easier. And notice it is quiet, it is smooth, it's just a well put together product. So they also have the bar right over here along with the 4 seatbelt kind of holders that'll really help you out. Speaker, smart TV. Flip it back around and we are going to keep on moving. You got your refrigerator right here. Let me go ahead and put down the safety latch and let me lift up this one. This is going to be a refrigerator just like the one inside your home in terms of size. I believe it is a 20 cubic foot, which is pretty darn incredible. I mean, I like seeing that. That way you can, do a little bit of camping on the road, mitigate those trips out to the, to get the food. Who the heck likes to go to the grocery store? It's like one of my least favorite activities. Wouldn't look like it, or don't look like it, I guess, rather, but I do not like going. Looks like I freaking live at a grocery store. So this bathroom is one of my favorites. You have dual entry, so the guests can come in on this side, you can come in on the other side, but it is absolutely gorgeous. One, you have your porcelain foot flush throne. It's also going to be the Sandy Marin, so if you're familiar with that, pretty darn snazzy. A little place for a towel holder. And then, I mean, look at that. Great place to show off the old bowling gun, baby. And then, boom, opens up to some good storage. The middle and left is going to be more of the same. You're also going to have the solid surface in here, along with a seamless bowl, which is always, nice for maintenance purposes. And, oh, forgot that was a maintenance hatch right there. I'm going to put that right there, but that just pops up. It's not on a hinge. That's so you can get in to do... Well, here, I might as well show you. I already took it off the darn thing. So that's just kind of like an access point for you. Here is going to be your shower. What the heck is going on? There you go. It's also going to have that shower miser. So basically you flip that and it prevents the water from coming out. But then once you're ready, you can go ahead and undo it and all the hot water will come out. So it allows you to keep the water from just flowing out while it's heating up. One piece fiberglass shell. It also has the railing and a seat, so if you want to sit down and let the hot water hit you, or if you simply just need to hike up a leg and shave your legs, you're able to do so. Head height in here, you're probably looking at about 6'7", about 6'4" to there, so I like seeing that. And now we're off into the bedroom, and let me go ahead and walk through this other side. Just to, kind of reiterate that there is 2 spots. Right down here are going to be your controls for your GFCI and another outlet. You're also going to notice on both sides of the bed, you do have a couple cubbies. You have a couple lights, day and night shade, so half Dracula and full Dracula. Storage goes all the way out throughout, and again, it's going to be on the soft close with a fan, and then you have your other slide out over here, which is also including the bathroom in that slide, but this is going to be like kind of like a dresser slide. So you're actually going to get 9 of these right here. I mean, that is pretty darn cool. That's a ton of space. Another smart LG TV. You also have an emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. And that's going to be that day and the nightshade. Little hanging clothes room. And you gotta love this. I mean, come on. Washer and dryer for those long trips. And then you have a safe here in the back. Love seeing it. And then you also have more hanging room as well. And then it is carpeted down at the bottom there. But all right, guys, what do you guys think? Drop a comment, let me know. Again, if you guys missed it the first time around, all those specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description. But now we're going to head around the outside, show you kind of what she's all about storage-wise. Then I'm going to get skedaddling over to the next unit, because I do have about 5 more. And then tomorrow I'm heading to Brinkley for, I believe, 2 new units. I think they got sitting out waiting for me. But again, it's the 2025 Berkshire 37A. And what do you think about the paint job? There are a whole bunch of different options for the paint job. I was actually shocked. So like the Berkshire, the XL, and the XLT all have about 4 or 5 different paint job options, which seems like it would just, seems like a lot. But, you know, heck, whatever. I'm not the one doing it. So you have the awnings up here on the top, and I like how they have the weather guard too. So this awning comes up above the stairs. That one goes up off the slide. And then you're going to have your frameless windows, outdoor TV, and I think those are 22.5-inch tires for the rims. They are the, let's see here, 275-80R 22.5s. But you're going to have the frameless windows, lights underneath of the awning here, and then you do have the slide topper to help prevent debris. It's also going to be a fiberglass top, and it runs over the edge to help mitigate any kind of long-term issues you might have with that. Another smart TV, and there is a system on the inside I forgot to show you, where you can actually plug in and connect every TV to one source. Like for instance, if you want to watch the Olympics on every TV at once, you can do that. Aux in, USB, zones A and B, so it's going to be inside and outside, so you can rock on both sides. Storage here. All of these doors are going to be on an assist. So basically, if you imagine opening it, and then boom, it's going to come over with you. You have the More Ride tray, which is going to have an 800-pound weight capacity here as well. More storage there. That's going to be kind of an access point for some maintenance, and you got your, you know, your water and all that kind of good stuff. Right here, this is going to be your solar charge controller, so you can see what the solar panels up top are doing, and then your hydraulic controls, as well as like a little place that I'd probably use to put some tools or some things of that nature. Now this is going to be your engine oil and your transmission oil, everything you need for like your access points, and then your power steering fluid. And then you're heading around the back. Again, it's the 380 XCR for the engine, 2-inch receiver, 15,000-pound tow rating, along with a 7-way hitch. You're also going to see a rear observation camera. And then you keep on a trucking. Power cord reel, 6-bay battery bank, along with your disconnect. It's going to be your DEF tank. And then right here is going to have your water filter, and then, you know, your sewer outlet connection, hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, tank fills, and your black tank flush, which is going to be a sprinkler system for your poop tank, both right and left. You're also going to see hot and cold water shutoff valves. So like if you want to just turn off like the shower, for instance, well, you can do that. You just turn that front one, it shuts the hot water off. So just in case you got something going on. Now on the inside, I probably should have mentioned, or possibly I did, I've been doing a couple of these. They have the Oasis system. It's a hydronic heating system. So essentially what that means is the water is going to flow underneath the floor, and it's going to radiate heat up for an even distribution. It's an extremely effective way, and that system in particular costs a little bit more money, but the maintenance aspect of it is going to be a lot easier with, you can take more abuse with doing less maintenance. So it's a really good kind of a, you know, 1-2 punch, I would say. Then you got your generator here in the front that pops on out. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Berkshire XL 37A. See ya. Meow, 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 no, 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 no,